Welcome back, Internet, to another episode of On Our Screen. I'm Adam.
I'm Jessica.
And today we are watching Basic.
Okay.
2003.
What is Basic?
It's a movie starring John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. It's probably the only two people you'll recognize in here.
Okay.
And it's about a former Army Ranger interrogator who now works for the Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA.
Okay.
And basically his old Army Ranger training instructor, played by Samuel L. Jackson.
So then John Travolta's the DEA guy?
Yeah. Okay. John Travolta's the DEA interrogator. And Samuel L. Jackson goes missing in the jungle on a training mission. And it's basically sort of like an Army Ranger, like whodunnit kind of movie. Like he's John Travolta is brought in to try to figure out like why he went missing and where he is.
Okay. Why is he brought in? Wouldn't there be people around that could do that?
Yeah, there are people who are brought in, and then one of the guys who's like involved in this crime or whatever says that they'll only talk to someone from their unit. And so the Army goes through their records and says, like, well, the only interrogator we have qualified to do this, who is also from the unit, is this former guy played by John Travolta.
Ooh, intriguing.
Sort of. I don't know. I've seen it a while ago. I think I saw it when it came out or shortly thereafter.
Okay.
Over time, it's landed itself a 6.5% on IMDb, and Rotten Tomatoes has it sort of split. Like 63% of people like it, and 21% of critics, thought it was crap, or however they do their scores.
Okay, so critics not a fan.
Critics not a fan. Most people agree that it's mediocre.
All right, mediocrity.
Woo!
Brought to you from On Our Screen.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's
give it a watch.
Let's watch this. I've not seen it, so. Now, is this before or after John Travolta went crazy and?
I think this is actually before he goes crazy.
Oh, okay. So before Scientology melted his brain. Excellent.
Yeah. So this is good John Travolta. This is probably the last good movie he makes.
Well, Hairspray's excellent.
Yeah, but he's also cross-dressing.
Doesn't make it less excellent.
Kind of.
No. Okay.
All right. So that is Basic.
Okay.
What did you think?
Really misleading title for this movie.
There is a throwaway line in there. It's basically, like I said, it's a whodunit story. There's a murder mystery involved, and there is a throwaway line in there, like right in the beginning, when the two investigators are trying to figure out like who done it. And one of them says like, "Oh, this guy is not capable of murder," and John Travolta's character says something like,
"Murder is basic. No conspiracies, no puppet masters pulling the strings.
Everyone is capable of murder." And I think that is kind of that does sort of play in well with the theme of like not knowing everything until like right up to the end. That's one of the things that I really enjoyed about this movie the first time I saw it, is like I didn't like.
Well, no, because no one's gonna know what's going on because it's like made up as they go along.
We just want to know what happened out there.
No, it's not made up as they go along.
A little bit, it feels that way.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, watching it for like a second or third time now, like the reveal of the twist is like super, super cheesy. But no, I don't think it's made up as they go along.
I feel very much as if it is. Like, that end belongs with something completely different than what's been going on, and I don't know. Maybe I missed a lot of clues along the way to get to that point, to get to the end. Like, I'm trying not to spoil this for people that haven't seen it yet, but like.
Well, that's a good place to
hints?
start. Like, do you think this should be watched? Should people see this movie?
I don't know if "should" is the right word, but I wouldn't stop anybody from seeing it.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I think like the 65% that it seems to live in for audiences makes sense to me. Like, all right, I'd probably watch this again if it came on TV or something. Like, I'd watch it. I don't know that I would actively pursue watching it a lot, but
like, it's not horrible, but it's not amazing either. Like, this isn't going to be anyone's favorite movie.
no.
But if it's on TV, I'm not going to turn away from it.
And it might be worth watching for me another time or two, just to see if I can figure out, like, how we get to this twist ending. Because I feel like for a twist ending to be really effective, it can't just be like, oh, we've been going along, and now here's something completely out of the blue. Like, there need to be hints.
You think you know everything. You haven't even scratched the surface.
Am I scratching your surface yet?
And I just didn't see the hints along the way to get to that point. And I think that's my big problem with it, is I either missed all of the clues, or there weren't any, and we just slapped on a different ending to be like, fooled you, audience. And I feel like it's the latter, where we just went, ha, I'm smarter than you, and that annoys me.
The bottom line is, it's not a great movie, but it's also not horrible. So if you like any of the actors involved, like Samuel L. Jackson or John Travolta, or, you know, if you really like military movies or mysteries at all, go see it. It's worth watching at least once, but like I said, it's not going to be anyone's favorite movie.
Yeah. See it, don't see it. This has no effect on my life outside of me sitting here trying to figure out for the next 30 minutes before I get bored of exactly how we got to the end. Point A to point B. It really feels to me very strongly like point B was just put on there just so the director and writer could be like, I'm smarter than you.
Maybe that's how they feel. Maybe they want to portray that essence of being smarter than the audience.
Fine. Alright, that's our review. We'll see you next week, and like, share, comment. You can feel free to comment below about how I'm just wrong and have completely missed the point of this movie. I'm sure he will tell me all about it as soon as we turn off the camera. So, see you next time.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.